What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Sam Weins here. We're down at the TheVaultProScooters today, and it is custom build time. I ride for Dynamic Scooters out of Colorado, AO Scooters, S1 helmets, and Olay brand. To start things off, I have this not on the shelves grip tape. This is some Dynamic signature grip tape of mine, and we're gonna be using this on the custom build today. So without further ado, let's head into the warehouse and pick out some parts. Alrighty, we made it to the warehouse. Let's go ahead and pick out that first part. The make of any fantastic scooter is, of course, the deck. So let's start with that down here. All right, here it is. As my sponsor's AO, I wanted to have the most important piece be an AO deck. And the one that was in stock at the vault here is the GOAT Koslov SIG. This one comes 5.8 inches wide by 22 long, which is about an inch shy of the width of what I typically ride. So this is a deck that you could see me riding at the skate park or in the streets any day. So we'll use this one. Next part, let's do some bars. I'm pretty simple when it comes to bars. I don't like anything that's too obtrusive, so I think we're gonna go with these tilt stage ones. These are standard size in black, just a nice traditional T-bar. What else do you need? Let's do these things. Oh, our headsets are, oh, mic trouble. Put that guy back on. You didn't see anything. Whenever I had the idea of potentially doing a custom build at the Vault, I always imagined using the Velocity headset because that's what every other pro rider used. So we're gonna go ahead and do just the classic Velocity 2 here in black. As you can see, this is turning into a bit of a murdered out setup, which I like, but there will be a few accents in a few minutes. Let's see, let's go ahead and go to this far corner. I think I know a little splash of color, or maybe just a little brightness to make the setup pop just a little bit. I asked some of the guys if anyone had used these particular wheels in a custom build before, and they hadn't yet. So I wanted to be the first because they look sick. These are the signature river wheels of my boy Nolan. These things look amazing. The white on black rivers with this really neat palm tree and spiderweb design in the core. Really cool. I think these are gonna have just a profound impact on the look of this scooter. So let's go with these. Okay, I love how nice and close everything is in this warehouse. We're already at the forks here. And when these black cores are spinning, you want something to contrast that color. So I think I'm gonna go with, is it these? The Drone Aeon? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm sorry, everyone at Drone, but I like the look and the color of these forks, so we're gonna go ahead and go with these. I think that's gonna be a really cool match, white on the white on black. Up next is grips right here. I like a skinny, long, and comfortable grip, something that ideally would last a while, and you don't need to look any further than these Odyssey grips, the comfiest grips I have ever ridden. So whoever gets this set up, they're gonna be glad to have these.
What clamp are you gonna use?
That's right. The clamp, one of the most important aspects of the scooter. Let's see, they're right down here. Yes, they are. It's gotta be tilt. It's gotta be the tilt clamp for sure. I think we're gonna use this black tilt rigid. The black tilt rigid SCS right here. This thing is awesome, very durable. Probably the only SCS you will ever need. There was something else that wasn't black that we wanted to give a bit of an accent to the top half of the scooter, and they're right down here. It's gonna be these plastic white fusion bar ends. So these are gonna make the top of the scooter kind of that nice, give that nice symmetry with the bottom. Amazingly, there aren't that many white scooter products out there, so bar ends, splash of color, never hurts. So let's go with these, and that should be it. Alrighty, that rounds out our selection in the warehouse. We've got every part here. I'm very excited to unbox all of these products, get a scooter slapped together, and I think it's gonna look great. So let's go back into the studio and build this thing up. Alrighty, we are back in the studio again, and we're gonna do a quick review of the parts once more before we get into the build. Starting back here, we've got this, the GOAT Koslov SIG deck. This is the 5.8 by 22 long AO deck. Here we've got these tilt stage 1 bars, the standard size in this kind of smooth glossy, but almost matte as well kind of finish. And we got the black Odyssey grips, long and skinny, just the way I like it. No comment on the Odyssey grips, they're sweet grips. We've got these fusion plastic bar ends there. They're gonna bring a nice accent to the top of the setup. The tilt rigid SCS clamp, very strong, very reliable. This is the Drone Aeon, I believe that's how you pronounce it, fork in white. I kind of just saw the colorway and thought that it would match really well with the rest of the parts. It's probably the most foreign part up here to me, but looks great, and I can't wait to put that part on the setup. We got the Velocity headset there, the number 2 in black. The Nolan Shoemaker signature wheels, which is probably the most exciting part, I think, on this whole setup. It's really gonna make it all come together. And then over here, we've got a sheet of my signature grip tape for dynamic scooters, designed by my buddy Eli Emmett in Colorado. So with that, let's go ahead and get this thing built up. Just the way I like you. Yeah, bro.
That was so good.
It's not like totally unintentional. I'm gonna do the dramatic King Kong pull apart. Beautiful. Now, the placement, the most important aspect. You gotta make sure that this thing is symmetrical and in just the right spot on the scooter here. About right there. Wait. Sam, you amateur, bro. Okay, I gotta take this off first. Like, can this kid hurry it up already? You straight up have to unscrew it because it's so big there, jeez. Okay, and now the grip tape's stuck to the deck. Okay, there we go. All right, round two. It's like Darth Vader's mask coming down. Boo. Okay. Looks like that'll be about perf right there. Woo, one of the best grip laying jobs I've done, probably. Alrighty, this just makes it a little bit easier to use the file to get the razor blade line kind of already engraved. This is not how I thought this day was gonna go. Cool. There we go. Gliding right past that design, looking sweet. And that'll happen occasionally as well. Just gotta kind of peel her up a bit. Okay. And then one of the toughest parts, especially when you have relatively thick welds, you gotta find where to actually cut along that. And sometimes it can be hard to get it perfect. So typically I just go like maybe there. And wrap around there. And then keep her straight. And then a pretty quick and wow, that was nice. Oh, kind of guide it along as we go. Ooh. Ooh, that looks pretty good. All right, the deck is finished. Here's the axle, and then we're gonna do, actually, I think I'm gonna save the wheels for last so we're not fumbling with that. Let's do the fork and compression now. Whoa, are these pre-coated in grease? I think they are. Wow, look at that. Vault knows what they're doing. And wow, this was the one that had the crown, so I'm glad I put it in the correct way on the first try. There we go. This is gonna be really cool. I can't wait to see what this looks like. Ooh. Sweet. Next is the bars, cool. Oh, that would have been bad. Imagine if I did something as novice as not putting the most important piece of your SCS back in before putting the bars on. Ooh. Wow, there's so much space in this. It must.
I think you need the shim.
Okay, see, this is the kind of thing that I would absolutely remember if I wasn't like trying to make it seem like I'm so nonchalantly putting a scooter together. I wonder why there's so much room in the clamp. There we go, coming together. I love this fork. I kind of want to get one of these now. And I think another misconception, it's funny that I'm gonna say another observation that I have as if I'm like some scooter messiah or whatnot, but you don't really need to tighten your SCS as much as you may think because they're really effective and really strong. You don't need to just, you know, don't risk rounding out these because that's even more of a nightmare. Cool, that is on. Let's go ahead and put this brake back on now. Boom. Boom. Alrighty, now comes the fender. And then all you need is one to kind of get everything in place. Not the tool that I'd recommend using, but it works. Referring to the pliers, not these sweet park tool-esque tools. These are awesome. And again on this, you don't have to crank it down. This has taken, I figured I'd be totally done by now, and I'm sure Ruben did as well, but we're not quite there yet. Okay, show really begins now with these Nolan wheels. I'm so glad these aren't like live streamed or something, dude. At 7 p.m., come check out our custom build. It goes until like 2 in the morning and I've barely gotten the wheel on. Here we go. This looks like it might be more ideal for us here. We've done it. 1 wheel on in an hour. Oh, the way that the Koslov name, how it bounces off this gloss and how that bounces off the white wheel. Ooh, so good. Wow. Oh yeah, dude, look at this thing. Oh man, looks beautiful. All right, the last 2 steps. We've got to do the air compressor on the grips. Kind of just get it started a little bit right there, and then. Awesome, one down. Dunzo. Last part is the accented fusion bar ends here, and kind of just boom, other side here. And she's done! After about an hour probably or more. It is finished, and my goodness, what a beaut she is. Woo. Dang, the contrast with these Nolan Shoemaker wheels against this white Prime fork and the glossy Koslov SIG deck. And how about the accents of this white up top? I wanted something that balanced out on the top, just as the bottom kind of goes hard on the white. Also, look at the graphic here on the bottom. Looks so sweet. All right, you see how it looks? Every little intricacy of this thing I think is fantastic, but I know you guys want to see how it sounds now, so let's go give her a drop test. And how about that, just like a basketball, as they say. This thing is amazing. I was a little bit skeptical with some of the parts after picking them out, but I think it really came together nicely. I hope one of you guys picks this thing up in store or online. You can find me on Instagram at Sam Weins, SAMWIENS. as well as support your local gas station for those of you that know. Shout out to my sponsors, AO Scooters. Obviously, I needed to include some AO on here just because the parts are amazing. And this is very similar to a scooter that I would ride for them. So I'm very pleased with it, as well as Dynamic Scooters. Again, shout out for the grip tape, great shop located in Colorado. S1 helmets for keeping me protected, the dome piece, as well as Olay brand, Jared over there holding it down with the apparel and supporting the scootering community. So hope you guys enjoyed this build, number 421, which also happens to be my birthday, which is a pretty neat coincidence. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Vault Pro Scooters YouTube channel and follow them on all social medias. This is Sam Weins. Peace.